morning, evening, or afternoon to all of you beautiful people. Josh here, back to bring you some sweet voice-based content. Yep, that's how I decided to do the intro today. Deal with it. So, JRPGs. You heard of them? I certainly have. Now, it's probably no secret to anybody who knows me, I fucking adore JRPGs. Some of my favourite games of all time fall under this genre, and it's informed my taste in games from the earliest days of my gaming life up until now. But it's not just the wonders of JRPG that have had a magnificent effect on me, it's also helped me with voice acting. How, you might ask? Well, without any further ado, let's find out. Something fell. What the fuck was that? Oh. Let's go! So first, some context for the uninitiated. Pretty much every JRPG out there, the game will only have voice acting across certain cutscenes across the story. While this is far more common among older JRPGs, it's still very common in some newer games. Kingdom Hearts, Persona, the Tales series, among others, all fall under this banner. And while some fans of JRPGs will argue for and against this, sometimes far too much, chill out guys, seriously, it's like English dubbing in a video game, it's not that deep. Like, people like it. Anyway, while there is an argument for and against this, there is actually a bonus to this for aspiring voice actors. Because there are times when there is just text rather than fully voice-acted dialogue, it gives a voice actor a chance to test their skills by either giving their own interpretation of a character's voice, or by testing their range by trying to mimic the character's voice from an earlier bit of official dialogue. Now, I could use Persona 5 as my example for this, but given how much I talk about it, I feel like it would almost be cheating. Plus, let's be honest here, you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about Persona by now. So instead, I'm going to use Grandia as my example. So a quick history lesson for those who don't know. I promise I'll keep it short. Grandia is a JRPG released in 1997 in Japan by Japanese developer and publisher Game Arts. Originally released on the Sega Saturn, it also got a Western release in 1999 for the original PlayStation. It also holds the distinction of being my very first JRPG. And one of the reasons why I loved it so much is because a large portion of the game is not voiced. Meaning I, as a young, excited lad, could voice these characters as the story unfolds, giving my own spin on the characters' voices, or trying to match them as best as I could with my admittedly untrained young voice. Now this is something that I even do nowadays to keep my voice acting chops up to scratch and test my range. It's given me a really great perspective on my voice and what kind of voices I can do and what kind of voices I can't. Especially games that have minimal voice acting that I still love and adore to this very day, like Grandia, the original version of Final Fantasy VII, among others. Now, I understand this probably is a bit of a weird technique for training yourself for voice acting, as I genuinely don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about this before. But I found it really helpful, I've really enjoyed it, and I'd recommend at least giving it a shot. Also, play Grandia, it's great, you can get it on Switch, so yeah. And there we go, so that is how JRPGs have helped me as a voice actor. Now, it's no secret to anybody that I'd actually like to voice in a JRPG for realsies, so maybe that's why I found this so helpful. Almost like a taster session of the real thing. I'll make it one day. Atlas, Square Enix, call me. But now I'll pass the question off to you wonderful people in the comments. Do you have any weird, unusual, not talked about acting techniques that have really helped you, or have you tried something like this that I've just talked about? Let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious about what you guys have done and what kind of things have helped you improve. If you did enjoy this video, then do leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more beautiful voice-based content. Keep your eyes out for my next video. I do upload every 2 weeks, but until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and above all else, I hope you magical, wonderful souls all stay wonderful.